A dreamer he was. His eyes would foresee all before the others could get the slightest hint. His meditative disposition was not merely superficial, but an attitude of his soul. The treasure house of wisdom that ran inside him so deep and quiet had in turn bestowed upon him the serenity and calm even when the storms would rage inside him. He was a warrior, a thinker, who would brood over the rising tide of materialism and westernization that had so bedazzled the eyes of the Muslims of the subcontinent in general and of the Ummah in particular. He was Iqbal, meaning prosperity, wealth, good luck. Yes, he was an intellectual prosperity, a wealth of thought, a good luck for the nation. He was given titles: Shair-e-Mashriq, the poet of the East; Mufakkir-e-Pakistan, the thinker of Pakistan; and Hakimul Ummat, the sage of the Ummah, apart from being called Allama, meaning a scholar, and Sir. He wrote in Urdu, Persian and English, studied from the renowned institutions of the country and abroad, earned his PhD degree from the Ludwig Maximilian University, Munich, brought home the philosophies of Goethe, Heine and Nietzsche, became part of the politics of India, and so much more. But then he died. We buried him, erected a tomb that is frequented by the visitors. A few times of the year, his grave is awakened with the gun salute and the change in the guard. Many public institutions in Pakistan have been named after him. Allama Iqbal Open University in Islamabad, the Allama Iqbal Medical College in Lahore, Iqbal Stadium in Faisalabad, Allama Iqbal Airport in Lahore, etc. He is Pakistan's national poet, and his birthday was once a national holiday. On 21st April 1938, it was not only his body that was lowered into the soil. It was his message and notions of khudi, self-esteem, his momin, a true Muslim, and his shaheen, the eagle, that were buried along with him. Dust thou art, to dust returnest. On 14th August 1947, we created our separate homeland, the country whose dream was once woven by the one now lying deep down into its soil. The mold of this piece of land was cast in the very essence of Iqbal and his vision. Iqbal is not a name to be read out on the ceremonies, not a celebratory mention to decorate our speeches. He is a larger-than-life phenomenon, an overarching persona, a philosophy never to die. He was the poet whose spirit pervades through the entire universe and speaks through every soul. He is what Theseus says in A Midsummer Night's Dream. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. Being a diverse personality, Iqbal has many shades. As a teacher, he is the most modern, the most relevant, and the most enlightened educationalist. His words should be chiseled into educational philosophy and be made part of the workshops and trainings on teaching skills. Here are a few verses that encode a whole teaching learning paradigm. शिकायत है मुझे या रब खुदाबंदान मकतब से, सबक शाहीन बच्चों को दे रहे हैं खाकबाजी का. O Lord, I have complained against teachers, for they are teaching the eaglets to grovel in the dust. शेख मकतब है एक इमारत घर, जिसकी सनत है रूह इंसानी. A teacher is like a builder whose industry is to build and develop the soul of a human. वो इल्म कम बसरी जिसमें हम किनार नहीं, तजल्लियाते कलीमो मुशाहिदाते हकीम. Such knowledge is short-sighted, which does not illuminate the seeker and the surroundings like Musa, and does not include deep philosophical observations. अहले दानिश आम हैं, कमयाब हैं अहले नजर. क्या ताज्जुब है कि खाली रह गया तेरा अयाग. There is no dearth of lettered men, but people of vision are scarce. No wonder that your bowl is still empty. ए पीरे हरम रस्मों रहे खान कहीं छोड़, मकसूद समझ मेरी नवाए सहरी का. अल्लाह रखे तेरे जवानों को सलामत, दे इनको सबक खुद शिकनी खुद निगरी का. दिल तोड़ गई इनका 2 सदियों की गुलामी, दारू कोई सोच इनकी परेशान नजरी का. O Sheikh, discard these reclusive ways of yours and grasp what my morning songs denote and understand my message. May God preserve the youth you guide. Teach them how to break away from the constraints and teach them to guard their self. They are heartbroken because of centuries of subjugation. Think of them, some cure for the distraught sight, their development. Today we need Iqbal more than ever. His thought is required to seep into the educationalists, academicians, curriculum designers, educational think tanks, and be translated through our youth. In this time of confusion and muddle, the light of his vision will equip the modern teacher and learner with the true meaning of ilm. Iqbal is the Redeemer. Iqbal is our hope. He is a nightingale in the wilderness.